This is Q34 to Jamaica Long Island Railroad Station-Airtrain. This stop is Willet Point Boulevard and 24th Road. Next stop, Willet Point Boulevard and 147th Street. This stop is Willet Point Boulevard and 147th Street. Next stop, Willet Point Boulevard and 146th Street. This stop is Willet Point Boulevard and 146th Street. Next stop, Willet Point Boulevard and Parsons Boulevard. Transfers available to Q20A and Q20B. This stop is Willet Point Boulevard and Parsons Boulevard. Next stop, Union Street and 25th Road. Transfers available to Q20A and Q20B. This stop is Union Street and 25th Road. Next stop, Union Street and 26th Avenue. Transfers available to Q20A, Q20B, Q44 SBS, QM2 and QM20. This stop is Union Street and 26th Avenue. Next stop, 141st Street and 28th Avenue. Transfers available to QM2 and QM20. This stop is 141st Street and 28th Avenue. Next stop, 139th Street and 28th Road. Transfers available to QM2 and QM20. This stop is 139th Street and 28th Road. Next stop, 138th Street and 31st Road. Transfers available to QM2 and QM20. This stop is 138th Street and 31st Road. Next stop, 32nd Avenue and 138th Street. This stop is 32nd Avenue and 138th Street. Next stop, Linden Place and 32nd Avenue. Transfer available to Q25. This stop is Linden Place and 32nd Avenue. Next stop, Linden Place and 35th Avenue. Transfers available to Q25. Q25 Limited and Q50 Limited. This stop is Linden Place and 35th Avenue. Next stop, Main Street and Northern Boulevard. Transfers available to Q19, Q20A, Q20B, Q25, Q50 Limited, Q65 and Q66. This stop is Main Street and Northern Boulevard. Next stop, Main Street and 40th Road. Transfers available to 7 Train, Long Island Railroad, N20G, N20X, Q12, Q13, Q15, Q15A, Q16, Q17, Q17 Limited, Q19, Q20A, Q20B, Q25, Q25 Limited, Q26, Q27, Q27 Limited, Q28, Q44 SBS, Q50 Limited, Q58, Q58 Limited, Q65, Q65 Limited and Q66. This stop is Main Street and 40th Road. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and Sanford Avenue. Transfers available to N20G, Q17, Q25, Q27 and Q65. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and Sanford Avenue. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and Franklin Avenue. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and Franklin Avenue. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and Beach Avenue. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and Beach Avenue. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and Elder Avenue. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and Elder Avenue. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and Holly Avenue. Transfers available to Q27 and Q27 Limited. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and Holly Avenue. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and Mulberry Avenue. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and Mulberry Avenue. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and Oak Avenue. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and Oak Avenue. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and Rose Avenue. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and Rose Avenue. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and Booth Memorial Avenue. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and Booth Memorial Avenue. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and 60th Avenue. Transfers available to Q17, Q17 Limited, Q25, Q25 Limited and Q88. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and 60th Avenue. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and 64th Avenue. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and 64th Avenue. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and Queens College. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and Queens College. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and Melbourne Avenue. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and Melbourne Avenue. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and Jewel Avenue. Transfers available to Q64, QM4 and QM44. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and Jewel Avenue. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and 70th Road. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and 70th Road. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and 72nd Road. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and 72nd Road. Next stop, Kissena Boulevard and 73rd Avenue. This stop is Kissena Boulevard and 73rd Avenue. Next stop, Parsons Boulevard and 75th Road. This stop is Parsons Boulevard and 75th Road. Next stop, Parsons Boulevard and 76th Road. This stop is Parsons Boulevard and 76th Road. Next stop, Parsons Boulevard and 77th Road. This stop is Parsons Boulevard and 77th Road. Next stop, Parsons Boulevard and 78th Road. This stop is Parsons Boulevard and 78th Road. Next stop, Parsons Boulevard and Union Turnpike. Transfers available to Q46, Q46 Limited, QM1, QM5, QM6, QM7, QM8, QM31, QM35 and QM36. This stop is Parsons Boulevard and Union Turnpike. Next stop, Parsons Boulevard and Village Road. This stop is Parsons Boulevard and Village Road. Next stop, Parsons Boulevard and Grand Central Parkway. This stop is Parsons Boulevard and Grand Central Parkway. Next stop, Parsons Boulevard and Hoover Avenue. This stop is Parsons Boulevard and Hoover Avenue. Next stop, Parsons Boulevard and 84th Drive. This stop is Parsons Boulevard and 84th Drive. Next stop, Parsons Boulevard and 85th Drive. This stop is Parsons Boulevard and 85th Drive. Next stop, Parsons Boulevard and Hillside Avenue. Transfers available to F-Train, Q43 and Q43 Limited. This stop is Parsons Boulevard and Hillside Avenue. Next stop, Parsons Boulevard and 89th Avenue. Transfers available to Q65, Q65 Limited, Q110, Q111, Q112, Q113 Limited, Q114 and Q114 Limited. This stop is Parsons Boulevard and 89th Avenue. Next stop, Parsons Boulevard and Jamaica Avenue. Transfers available to E, J and Z trains, N4, N4X, Q4, Q4 Limited, Q5, Q5 Limited, Q6, Q6 Limited, Q8, Q9, Q24, Q25, Q25 Limited, Q30, Q31, Q41, Q42, Q54, Q56, Q65, Q65 Limited, Q83, Q83 Limited, Q84, Q85, Q85 Limited, Q110, Q111, Q112, Q113 Limited, Q114 and Q114 Limited. This stop is Parsons Boulevard and Jamaica Avenue. Next stop, Jamaica Avenue and 153rd Street. Transfers available to Q25, Q65, Q83, Q110, Q111, Q112, Q114 and Q114 Limited. This stop is Jamaica Avenue and 153rd Street. Next stop, Sutphin Boulevard and 94th Avenue. Transfers available to E, J and Z trains, Long Island Railroad, Airtrain, Q6, Q6 Limited, Q8, Q9, Q20A, Q20B, Q24, Q25, Q25 Limited, Q30, Q31, Q40, Q41, Q43, Q43 Limited, Q44 SBS, Q60, Q65 and Q65 Limited. This stop is Sutphin Boulevard and 94th Avenue. This is Q34 to Jamaica Long Island Railroad Station-Airtrain.